Hey you guys, how you doing today? This is Jason from Hollow Body Experience, and right now, currently, I'm on the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel. If you don't know where that is, that's in the state of Virginia in the glorious Chesapeake Bay. It's a windy day today, and it's pretty neat watching some of these whitecaps out here. Anybody that's familiar with the bay knows that this can be a pretty moody body of water sometimes. And right now, it looks pretty choppy. I like it. But anyways, the reason I was making this video is because I'm on my way to Richmond right now, and I have some time on my hands, and I had some thoughts that I'd like to share with some of my friends out there, pertaining to, well, not just the music business, but also to life in general. And that is basically, I wanted to talk about one of the biggest mistakes that I have made in the music industry over the years, and it's a very simple one, and it's about consistency. We can all make excuses in life on why we didn't do things, and sometimes those excuses are good reasons not to do those things, and sometimes you have to make choices for the better of things, so having a career in music and always constantly pursuing that can be difficult sometimes, and you have to really see the big picture. And for me, I'm a family man, or I was a family man, but my daughter's very important to me, so I have to really work my life around my daughter right now, especially as she's in her last few years of high school. So I make choices at this current moment in my life to make sure that I am there, but we're spieling off here a little bit. We're talking about consistency. In the 25 years that I've been doing this, 25 plus years that I've been doing this, I have done this as an independent artist. And from the 90s until today, the way people look at record labels has slowly started to change. I mean, this is the first time in history, or not history, I guess, but the first time in a long time that you're actually seeing a lot of independent artists winning Grammys. We're at an age where smaller companies can put their music out there and get it in the right hands. So it's really, really exciting. So I would not personally use the excuse that where I've been an independent artist for 25 plus years, that's why I haven't been as successful as I would like to have been, and it has nothing to do with that at all. It has to do with consistency. And so we're just going to talk about consistency a little bit. Hopefully we'll get something out of this. So consistency. I mean, everybody's heard that story, if you take a penny one day, and then the next day you double it, and the day after that you double that, and you double that, and eventually you have something big. Well, that's everything in life. I mean, you could flip that to a shadow version of that and just say, well, if I have a drink today and tomorrow I double it, and eventually you could have a problem on your hands if you don't, but that's with everything. You don't, whatever goal it is that you have out there, the number one thing that you need to do is show up. It doesn't matter what is accomplished. It doesn't matter how much you've reached your goals. The first thing is showing up. And if every day you show up, that's the most important thing, because some days you're not going to get things done, and some days you're going to get a lot done. But if you don't show up, you're not going to get anything done. So every single day you have to kind of show up and be out there, And like I said, that's been my weak spot. I've had a very turbulent decade in my life. And during that, I've been affected in many ways, and a lot of people thought, oh, it's depression. It's really not depression. It's oppression. I've had a lot of trouble ever since the economy tanked way back in 2008, and it put me in a very, very delicate situation, and it's been very, very hard. But even with that, I've still managed to put out 4 records, or produce 4 records in the last decade, and 2 of those are going to be coming out, or one of those is getting ready to come out soon, and I'm working on another one. But what I'm getting at here is I keep showing up. At least I keep showing up and making music and writing music. I'm not showing up as far as I'm not showing up in my promotion as much as I should be. I'm not showing up in the social areas as much as I should be. Most of that is, for me personally, I just have had to retreat a little bit. But at the same time, I realize that as I'm coming back out, as I'm fixing everything and getting back out there, that's going to be a handicap for me, where I have not been consistent in a long time. So basically, that's the whole reason why I'm making this videos, is as much for myself as it is for you guys, to just learn about consistency, how you can show up. I might not make a song today because I'm traveling. I'm heading up to Richmond, Virginia to jam with Matt and George from my band Daisy Train. So I'm not going to be doing anything, so I might as well make a video and put something out there and talk about where you can be consistent in life. Like exercise, for example, is a great place. Over the years, I've spent many days in hotel rooms, and it's kind of messed up my workout schedule, especially when I was in my 20s and 30s. I loved lifting weights, and not every single hotel would have weights. So, I had to adapt to that. But the one thing I'm very happy with all of that is that I showed up anyways, and I worked on other things. Just show up. You might not be able to do your bench presses that day, but you can show up and do some push-ups. It's like anything. You just show up there and see what you can get done, and don't be disappointed. Just be open to receive whatever it is that you're going to receive that day, and then after that, go on about your way, and you'll find out little by little those pennies will start stacking up. And when those pennies start stacking up, you'll be a lot wealthier. And when I say wealthy, it could be money, but I'm talking about spiritual wealth. Fulfilling those goals, being true to yourself, and transforming your desires into realities in a good way. I just got passed by a Corvette. We're in between tunnels right now. I thought this was going to be kind of a cool video to shoot it over the length of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel. This tunnel is 17 miles long, or this bridge tunnel, I should say. This bridge tunnel is like 17 miles long. You guys missed the first 2 miles because I was slack. I had to smoke a cigarette before this video. But so it's consistency. So in a way, I guess this video for me is kind of a mantra to remind myself that I need to be consistent. I want to start putting my music out there, putting myself out there. And if you haven't seen already, I have the gift of gab, I guess. I am a musician, but I also have a great interest in people, and a great interest in how we relate to each other and how we behave. And I just thought I would try to reach people out there that are trying to get some inspiration on what it is that they may be doing. So I don't know if if you have the same problem that I have, but it's something that I want to work on, and that is being consistent. No more real high and real low. We need to be right there in the middle. So every day, let's just show up and see what we can get done. Well, I'm almost to the next tunnel, and I just wanted to thank you guys for keeping me company on the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel. I hope you guys have a wonderful week this week, and I look forward to hearing and seeing you guys again.